Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Dialogues. My name is Mike.
And I'm Vicki. We're so glad you could join us today. Mike, are you ready for today's topic?
I am. Today, we're talking about a season that people either love or hate. Winter.
That's right, the season of snow, holidays, and cozy nights in. Whether you love the cold or prefer to stay warm, there's so much to talk about.
Exactly. So today, we're going to give you all the essential English vocabulary and phrases you need to talk about winter like a native speaker. We'll cover everything from the weather to clothing and fun activities.
Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the weather. How do we describe the temperature in winter?
Good question, Vicki. You might hear a few different words and they have slightly different meanings. The most common ones are chilly, cold, and freezing.
Okay, so let's break those down. What does chilly mean?
Chilly means it's a little bit cold. It's the kind of weather where you might want to wear a light jacket or a sweater, but it's not uncomfortably cold. You might say, "Ooh, it's a bit chilly this morning."
Right, so it's mild cold. What about just cold?
Cold is the general term. It's colder than chilly. This is when you definitely need a proper coat, and maybe a scarf too. It's what most people think of when they imagine winter weather.
That makes sense. And the last one, freezing, I think I can guess this one.
You got it. Freezing is extremely cold. It's used when the temperature is at or below the point where water freezes. That's 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. When it's freezing, you can often see your breath in the air, and you need to bundle up with very warm clothes. You might say, make sure you wear your hat and gloves. It's freezing outside.
Great explanation. So to recap, chilly is a little cold, cold is standard winter temperature, and freezing is very, very cold.
Perfect. Now that temperature brings two other very important winter words, ice and snow.
Of course. What's the best way to describe them?
Well, ice is simply frozen water. It's hard, clear, and can be very slippery. You often see it on roads or sidewalks in the morning. A very useful phrase to know is black ice, which is a thin, transparent layer of ice on a road that is very dangerous because it's hard to see.
Oh, right. You have to be very careful when driving or walking on black ice. And what about snow?
Snow is what we call the soft white flakes of frozen water that fall from the sky. When it snows a lot, the ground gets covered in a blanket of white. Each individual piece is called a snowflake.
I think snow is so beautiful, especially when it's freshly fallen. That's a lovely image, but winter weather isn't always so gentle. What about more extreme conditions? Are there other terms we should know?
Me too. It makes everything look so clean and peaceful. Now that we know how to talk about the weather, we need to know how to dress for it.
Yes, winter clothing is essential. Let's start from the top. What do you wear on your head?
Most people wear a beanie. It's a soft, close-fitting hat made of wool or a similar material. It covers your head and ears to keep you warm.
A beanie is a must-have. Okay, moving down, what about for your neck?
That would be a scarf. A scarf is a long piece of fabric you wrap around your neck. They come in all sorts of colors and patterns, so they can be a fashion statement as well as being practical.
Right. And for your hands, you have two main options, gloves or mittens. What's the difference, Mike?
That's a great vocabulary point. Gloves have separate sections for each of your 5 fingers. Mittens, on the other hand, have one section for your thumb and another for your other 4 fingers together.
And mittens are generally warmer, right? Because your fingers are together and share heat?
Exactly. But gloves give you more dexterity. It's easier to use your phone or grab your keys with gloves on.
Good to know. Finally, the most important item, the coat or jacket.
Absolutely. A good winter coat is your best friend in freezing weather. There are many types like a parka, which is a long hooded coat, often with a fur lining, or a puffer jacket, which is filled with down or synthetic material to keep you warm.
And a key strategy for staying warm is layering. This means wearing several layers of clothes, like a t-shirt, then a sweater, and then a coat on top.
Such a good tip. That way, if you go inside and feel too warm, you can take off a layer.
Okay, so we're all dressed in our beanies, scarves, and coats. Now for the fun part. What are some popular winter activities?
There are so many. For people who love the snow and mountains, there's skiing and snowboarding. Skiing uses two long skis, one on each foot, and poles to help you move. Snowboarding uses one board that both your feet are attached to.
Those are great for the adventurous types. What about something a little more relaxed?
Well, ice skating is a classic. Many cities set up outdoor ice rinks in the winter, and it's a beautiful way to spend an afternoon or evening.
I love ice skating. And if you have snow where you live, you can have a snowball fight, which is a playful fight where you throw balls of snow at each other.
Yes, or you can build a snowman. You roll 3 large balls of snow, stack them up, and use things like stones for eyes and a carrot for a nose.
So many fun outdoor activities. But let's be realistic, Mike. Sometimes it's just too freezing to go outside. What about indoor activities?
I totally agree. On those days, there's nothing better than curling up with a warm blanket and a good book. To curl up means to get into a comfortable, curved position.
And you need a warm drink to go with that, like hot chocolate or spiced tea.
Of course, hot chocolate is the official drink of winter in my opinion. Other great indoor activities include watching movies, playing board games with family or friends, or baking cookies. The oven helps warm up the kitchen.
That's so true. All of those indoor activities lead us to a really important feeling associated with winter. It's a special word, cozy.
Ah, yes. Cozy. It's a wonderful word. It describes a feeling of warmth, comfort, and relaxation. It's not just about physical warmth, but an emotional feeling of safety and contentment.
Exactly. A warm fireplace, soft blankets, a cup of tea, and the sound of wind outside. That whole atmosphere is cozy.
It's one of the best parts of winter. Another special feeling we get in winter is the festive spirit. So hi kitty and sure and.
Oh, definitely. What do you mean by that?
The festive spirit is that happy, exciting feeling in the air around the winter holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, or New Year's.
Right. It's the feeling you get from seeing decorated houses with bright lights, hearing holiday music in shops, and spending more time with loved ones. It's a feeling of joy and celebration.
You described that perfectly. So we have all this great vocabulary. How can our listeners start using it in their own conversations?
Great question. Let's give them some practical tips. A good way to start a conversation is by asking questions. You could ask a friend, "What's your favorite thing about winter?" Or, "Do you prefer snow or sunshine?"
Those are great openers. You could also ask, got any fun plans for the winter holidays?
And when you're answering, you can use some helpful sentence starters. For example, "For me, the best part of winter is," and then you could add, "the festive spirit."
Or you could say, I'm not a huge fan of the cold, but I love, and add something like curling up with a book. It shows you can talk about both the positive and negative sides.
And we encourage you to try and use the new vocabulary we learned today. Instead of just saying, "It's cold," try to be more specific. "It's a little chilly today. I think I'll wear a sweater."
Exactly. Or, I can't wait to get home and feel cozy after being out in this freezing weather. Using these specific words will make your English sound much more natural.
The key is to practice. Try to describe the winter weather where you live, or talk about your favorite winter memory with a friend or language partner.
Well, Vicky, I think we've covered just about everything. This has been a great chat.
I agree. Let's do a quick summary. We started with essential weather vocabulary like chilly, cold, and freezing, and talked about ice and snow.
Then we discussed winter clothing, including beanies, scarves, gloves, and mittens.
We moved on to fun winter activities, from outdoor sports like skiing to indoor comforts like drinking hot chocolate.
And we finished up by exploring those special winter feelings of being cozy and enjoying the festive spirit.
And now it's your turn to practice. We would love to hear from you.
That's right. Go down to the comments section and tell us, what is winter like in your country? Do you get snow? What is your favorite winter activity?
We can't wait to read your answers and hear about your winter experiences. Thank you so much for joining us today on Daily English Dialogues.
If you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more lessons. Until next time, stay warm.
Bye, everyone.